See, for every man, there is a garden provided for the man by God. There is no man that is married today that God did not give a garden before allowing him to get married. But the problem is that some men are too lazy to locate the garden. Some are so proud that they don't want to identify with the gardens because they feel like, oh, me, tend the gardens, dress the garden, keep it. And at that, they allow the garden to be there. And they are waiting for the person that God is sending to help them to now be working on the gardens and be providing for him, for her, and all inhabitants of the garden. That is a major issue we're having in marriages today. Let's look at it this way. If I see Adam today, I have some sensitive questions to ask him. But I will start by asking him, oh Adam, did you forget that God gave you a garden? Did you forget what God told you about the garden? And did you forget that God decided to get a helpmeet for you? And when you opened your eyes and saw her, you shouted, this is the bone of my bone. This is the flesh of my flesh. So what happened that you didn't realize the place or the appearance of Eve? That you refused to live where you used to be before Eve appeared. If you truly appreciated the emergence of Eve, you could have spent quality time with her. It is natural in women to always crave for company. If you don't keep your wife company, she will get company from anything and anywhere. And behind maybe the phone, maybe gadgets, maybe some equipment, maybe her job, maybe hobbies or anything, what are human faces. Let communication between you and your wife not have gap at all. And as much as you can, please always be around your wife. Even if you're working or you are over there, let your wife have your presence all around her all the time. If you know how to envelop your wife, if you know how to wrap yourself around your wife, please do. Because there are so many serpents in the garden. Serpent that will come to talk to your wife, to keep your wife company, will not come from a distant place. It's still from that garden that you are to tend and keep. Be it your place of work, be it your place of ministry, your place of business, in your neighborhood, where you worship, where you do things. There are serpents there that are closely monitoring what is going on between you and your wife. And I tell you, they know what will happen if Eve doesn't give you that fruit. Yes, because I've been watching that all this while you've been collecting from Eve. I pray for every man listening to me. May God enlarge your coast, that you always have enough to keep your wife. Both money, presence, influence, spiritual relevance, whatever it is, to surround your wife. That serpents, no matter how many they are, will not have space to have time with your wife. I tell you, if Eve was surrounded, the conversation wouldn't have sparked from the beginning. Start blaming God. It's this woman that he gave me. It is not about this woman. It is about you that did not know how to harness, how to treasure what God gave you. I think Adam didn't know the difference between when Eve was not there and when Eve appeared. So he still, I believe, was spending time more with the animals, other things, and created gap between him and Eve. And there can't be a vacuum when it comes to relationship where women are. Ask questions. And anybody around you that notices that you don't spend quality time with your wife is likely going to come and keep your wife company. And the outcome will be the eating of the forbidden fruit. But let me bring another angle to this. I want to ask, Adam, were you consistently providing for Eve? I think a time came, Adam allowed the work that when Eve gave him that fruit to eat, he collected and ate because he has been collecting things from her and been eating. It's not wrong to collect from your wife, but sometimes when you lower your responsibility mindset and begin to collect from somebody that should be looking up to you, a time will come you won't even know when you collect the one you shouldn't collect. No wonder when God appeared to them, he said, that woman's desires will be on you. I think God at that time started rearranging the order of how this marriage relationship is going to be. Look at for any man that has left keeping the wife company and making provision for the wife. Most times, the wife goes out there and collects from the serpent and gives him. If you don't provide enough, your wife may find herself trying to make things available. And you wouldn't know where she's getting what she's getting for herself and maybe for you too. There are serpents around. they are close by and they are watching. They can perceive when your wife is not really feeling good in that relationship, and they will come and say, did God really say? And because of the communication gap that's been existing, the woman will gladly embrace the person that's come to keep her company, and conversation will start till the mindset of a woman is turned. Women are moved by conversation, by attention. So if you want to keep your wife, please let communication not have any gap. The presence, the influence of Adam in her, around her, will not allow her brain to be touched by the ideologies of the serpent. And one thing about the serpent is that such a serpent doesn't give up. That serpent will eventually go to revelation and wait in form of a dragon, because eventually there will be travail of the man-child. May the Lord give you understanding, and may God bless your marriage. Precious Caleb, it's my name.